Hey, this is Tony's Tool Find at Pop's Garage. Hey, it's Tony again. I put a video out and I showed some spark plug gapping tools. One's a Herbrand and one is a Snap-on, and they have the same patent number. And somebody commented that they'd like to see them in action. And so I got to thinking, how many types of spark plug gapping tools do I have? So I'm going to try to show those that somebody asked about and all the rest of my spark plug gapping tools, and just show how they all work. So thank you. Okay, I did a couple of videos and I showed these tools. One's a Herbrand and one is a Snap-on, and they have the same patent number. I'm going to show those at the end of this video, but first I'm going to show all the other spark plug gapping tools that I have. And my son was over here one day and we were working on his little Alfa Romeo Spider 89, and he said, I got new spark plugs, I'll put them in. So we put them in and it was missing. And I said, did you check the gap on the spark plugs before you put them in? And he says, no, I figured they were right from the factory. And I said, no, you have to check the gap. Let's take them all out and check the gap. And one of them was pushed together completely. Maybe it had fallen and hit on its end, but one of them had been pushed together completely. So today somebody said, I'd like to see these tools in action. And so I'm gonna show you that, but first we're gonna show you some spark plug gapping tools. This is an Advanced Auto Parts, and you can put it in and let me find the smallest spot. It's a little bit hard to read here for me, but that's supposed to be 20. Okay, you can go up, and if the gap is too narrow, you can bend it a little bit and ease it up and adjust it. And I've got this Craftsman tool, and it works the same way. It goes from 20 to 100. I've got this Champion tool, and it is just like that Craftsman, and it goes from 20 to 100. If you need it a little bit wider, you just wiggle it a little bit and get to the place where you want it at. And so that's those type. Now in a pinch, I have used feeler gauges to check something. You just get the right amount and stick it between there and adjust it. And if you have to, you move it down a little bit. And so you can use feeler gauges, and then you have these wire gauges. Let's see. This one is Amelite, made in USA. And it goes from 20 to 40, and you just put your gauge in between it, and you can take this right here and you can move it up or down according to what you need. But and that one right there is right about 40 right now. Here is another one, and it is a Craftsman. You can read that. It's a Craftsman, and it works the same way. It goes from 20 to 40. Let's see what this one goes to again. That says 40, and I was just feeling if there were any difference in them. Feels like there might be a little bit of difference in 40 on one and 40 on the other. And then I've got these two. One's an Autolite. This one looks older than the other one. It's hard to tell. The other one's plastic. But it has a magnifying glass in it for you to look at the spark plug. And this one goes from 20 to 40, has the adjusting tool on it. And now this one is an Autolite too, but it's plastic, see? But it has the magnifying glass on it. And it goes to 40. Now these have the same thing as those wire gauges. It goes from 20 to 40. Down here it has a tool that you can use to, according to what size you have, to move it up and down. But this one has some feeler gauges built into it. So let's say you needed to go 50. You could put a 20 and a 30 together and you'd have 50. And you'd just put it in between there and check it and set it to 50. Now this is a Craftsman 4801. And it's not real old. It's the new A. Now this one's not in as good a shape. It's a Sears. And all it has is the little wire gauges on it. And I guess it goes from 20 to 40. Has a little adjusting tool that you can adjust with. Now, these are the snap-on. This is the snap-on tool that we were talking about. And that's adjusted to about 45, I think. And we've got this on we're going to adjust it to 35. That's 35 right there. So you insert it right here and you start it in there. And when you clamp it down, this piece and this piece clamps together and that will adjust it to 35. So it's tight coming off. So that's adjusted to 35. And that's a snap-on, and it has the same part number as this Herbrand, and they look almost just alike. But if you look closer, the Herbrand goes from like $40 to $20. Let's say $40 to $22. And it has a little lock on it where it kind of locks in place and holds it. And this is 35, so we can take our gapping tool and we can open it back up. And it's, that's a 40, and it's more than 40. So we can slip it in there just like the other one, set it on 35, and clamp it down, and it should go down to 35, and it feels tight. So we can get a 35 over here just for fun, and we can check it, and so that's 35. So spark plugs have came a long way since this Wizard that I was using to test with, to show what we were doing. Spark plugs have came a long way since then, but they still need to be gapped. And you still need to check the gap when you buy them because, they might have tried to set them correctly at the factory, but the box was dropped. And, it got pushed together. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. And we got to see these tools in action, both of them. And both of them seem to work. It's probably something just like anything else. The more you get used to them, the easier they are to work. But I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Well, hopefully that's everything you need to know about spark plug gapping. Probably for sure it's everything I know. So, and I hope it's correct. So, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and you can like and subscribe. Thank you.